Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all beautiful people, what is up? Oh, bam. First of all, I'm wearing my Planet Music shirt. Show me what you got. Today, I as you saw, on Tuesday I was trying to get Lakari Sacrifice to work, and it was not working at all. It was not working. Like, I was trying to get it to be working, and it was not working at all. So what I want to do is, I was interested in one of two things. One was doing some kind of discard-based deck. I think Malkazar's Imp is a super, super sick card. That must be played very thoughtfully. And, you know, Darkshire Librarian and Clutch Mother Zavis, really cool cards. And I think what you saw me do when I was trying to build the Lakari Sacrifice deck on Tuesday was, I was finding sort of a defensive deck that had a lot of these discard pieces in it. Worked pretty nicely. I actually was able to kind of make the game go on long, and it makes me wonder, is it possible to build, not necessarily a aggro Zoolock type of deck, but kind of like a more mid-rangey, muscular type of deck? This really interests me. Also, what interests the shit out of me, as I was looking through here, was this card. I forgot that this card even existed. I mean, I kind of wanted... I'm kind of interested in this, especially given that, you know what? Look, I'm doing this. I'm gonna do both of these decks first. But, you know, if you put in some of these good-ass cards, especially this one, I mean... oh, I gotta put in these guys too, thank you. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in this, okay? And let me explain to you a little bit about, let me show you what I've got, okay? Alright, if I put in, let's see, what are the other typical ones? We have the Doom G. Well, bam. What else do I actually want in here? Oh, of course, Voidwalker. And if we're aggro, we want Soulfire. And maybe Malkazar's Imps are good anyways. What else? I feel like I'm missing some Murlocs. I thought that this deck would fill up faster, but maybe I'm just totally wrong. Seems pretty good. I don't know if it's necessarily auto-include. This is probably important, yeah. That feels better to me. This feels better to me. Murloc. Remember Baron Geddon and Sogoth. Oh yeah, and Ysera as well. I actually am curious to see how this functions. Okay. I kind of also think that's some sort of mid-rangey thing. Imperfect Sanity says, do you have enough discard to justify the imps? I don't know, but it seems useful.
Your soul shall be mine.
Now, are we up against... Kind of don't want this on turn one. We lost. Well, that's it, guys. Good game. Good game. Do I have no discard to justify the imps? They're a 1/3 for 1, which is nice. And I think that... yeah. I think it could be good. I think it could be good. Adjective Beaver, good to see you. Your name is ever memorable in my mind. Alright, let's see what happens. Please don't be a Pirate Warrior, because we didn't draw. I'm real interested, though, in something mid-rangey. Because, I mean, I think that there's something fundamentally weird about the logic of mid-range in Hearthstone. At least I think. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean. If you are... Oh, shitty shitbag. Fuck. Let me explain to you what I mean. You are a control deck in Hearthstone. How does your hero power function? You use it a lot. Right? You use it early. Classic example, handlock. You're a control deck, life tap, life tap, life tap, get a huge hand, make plays happen. You're a control warrior, armor up, armor up, armor up, armor up. You're a control paladin, silver hand, silver hand, silver hand, silver hand, right? It's very obvious and intuitive what you should be doing with your hero power in those kinds of games. Oh, so sick planet music. But it's pretty obvious to me what you should be doing with your hero power. Think about aggro decks. How does the hero power work in aggro decks? Well, I mean, with a hunter, you actually start shooting them at some point. Or in the early game Zulocks, you're drawing and trying to construct this massive, badass board ass. As you command. Like, yeah, Hunter hero power in the aggro Hunter matchup, it's just blasting in the face again and again and again and again and again. And so it sort of, to me, begs this question, like, how the hell are you supposed to think of your hero power in mid-range decks? And I feel like what's really weird about the mid-range decks that I've played is that you often literally never use your hero power. And I don't know if this is a just me thing, but I have a rather difficult time envisioning how to properly use my hero power in mid-range decks, which kind of makes me a little reticent to use it. I mean, there's a mid-range deck that... Why? Why would you ever do that? Okay, that's fine. It's actually totally fine. But, like, you'll recall that there was that mid-range Drago warrior that was really cool. I actually quite liked that deck. What's it gonna be? Alright, seems good, seems good. I am gonna do this, even though it could potentially discard this key card. That's totally fine by me. But, you know, I think Warlock is especially a class where thinking about the hero power in mid-range is weird. There was the Dragon mid-range warrior that had, like, an odd construction to it that wound up being very powerful. This is the one with the Draconid Crushers and the Fairy Dragons and the Twilight Drakes and the Frothing Berserkers and, like, slams but no Acolytes of Pain. So I'm real interested in asking the question, does a sort of demon-focused Warlock mid-range deck work? So I kind of want to figure it out. I kind of want to fiddle a little bit.
I wonder.
So the thing that I'm really interested in is there's the 4-mana 5/4 that buffs your demon on board. I'm really interested in that shit. Alright. Getting Bonehill Defendord. Alright, so we can hit for 5 and 2. I think that's the play right there. Alright, hit for 5 and then 2. Yeah, I was like... Smells like desperation to me. Aha. I think that this is the correct play. I think I want to keep points of damage on the board. I could have traded this in and kept my huge swollen dude. Like, this is vulnerable to sleep with the fishies, but I'm not as worried about sleep with the fishies at this point in time. Or Death Knight, and yeah, so April the Fair also bringing this up. Because the hero power is so strong in Warlock, many of the cards tend to have significant drawbacks in order to offset that. Okay. So we're actually still doing kind of okay. Poisson? Juste un peu de poisson, motherfucker! Missing deck list? Thank you. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. I really appreciate that. When's the PC gaming show scheduled? 10 a.m. Pacific on Monday. That show's gonna be really good. Hey, I recognize this guy. Alright, so at least we can kill it, so that's good. Still quite a threat. Ghostark says, why do I never remember the deck list? It's not your job to remember it. That's why, because it's my job. Ghostark, the only thing you need to do is just hang out, man. Poisson. I recently learned that the reason that Phil Fish is called Phil Fish is because his real name is Philippe Poisson. And Poisson is French for fish. Philippe Poisson.
I wonder.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
I think that this has got to be the worst possible matchup for us. I mean, certainly. So I'm not that... Oh, look at this! Look at this! So on a pippity pop here, bloom. Wow. I mean, he can easily clear and just kill me. This should be a tough matchup, but I've not really encountered at this rank that many Tonto Pronto warriors. It's got the fear of God in them, though. That's good. So I'm gonna chuck this back. Hit him with the well play. Whoa.
You win this time.
Oh my god, play man says, hi, tonight, my favorite streamer in the whole world. You're so sweet. You're so nice. It's always nice when someone I recognize says something nice to me. Feels good. Makes me feel nice. Makes me feel good. Or someone says something nice in real life. A real life nice. Ooh. Feels really good.
I will fight with honor.
Strangers?
Soul shall be mine.
Doesn't feel so nice. Gotta be honest with you. It doesn't feel so great. Let's just get a 1-drop. Close it out, huh? Looks like a 1-drop to me. Looks like a 1-drop to me. I think there's this illusion that if you are a public figure in some regard, that generalized praise that exists out on the internet or what have you is just constant amazingness. Because I think everyone has had the experience of someone says a really nice compliment to you and it just feels good. It just feels nice, you know? Like, I'm sure all of you just think to a moment when someone just gave you a really nice compliment. Like, I remember for me, there was a teacher at Harvey Mudd named Francis Sue. Absolutely wonderful human being. Voila, le coin. And I did my senior presentation. And he said to me, that's filth. said to me, Sean, you have a real gift for presenting. Like, right after it was done, he's like, that was a remarkable presentation. You have a real gift. And I was just like, and I literally think about that like once a week. That was an important compliment in my life. It is a good day to die. And like, that experience of getting a compliment, I think that for someone who looks at a public figure, they go, oh my gosh, when you come, it must feel like that. You must be getting an influx of that sensation at all points in time.
Eureka! I've done it.
Oh, Eureka, have you? But in reality, it's almost like it feels weird. It's like picking up a note when a complete stranger says something nice to you, where it's just like, Simon did good work at school today. You're like, oh, look at that. Wasn't that interesting?
The end is coming!
So I think I play all of these out. Rock pool. It's important to have stats against a paladin with Shweepas. We're up against a control paladin, by the way. This is the deck list we were running the previous day. It is a good day today. Alright, I'm gonna trade right into the war leader. Thank you. Very sub. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and head in. But don't. Yep. And weirdly, I think that I actually do want to do this on this particular turn. Panned out nicely for us. Goodbye. Miss you forever. Now, +1/+1, attack, divine shield, these are all good. I think I still wish to do this though. I think this is still probably a little bit more important. Puts us a touch in range for single target removal here. He might be tempted to consecrate. But I mean, we have some real power things. A few qualities, totally fine. Wow, so this smells of someone who's in bad shape. This deck is not as win by turn 4 as I would have anticipated. Given my colored histoire of running these decks. I'm still... so he's used 2 Consecrations and used 2 Pyromancers, so I'm not in any desperate need to run that out. I have some options that I was not anticipating, so I'm going to do this to gain the health. I'm going to do this to quite gain a lot of health, and then I have to clear this. That's very important for me. Jeez Louise. I've done a lot of life tapping. I've life tapped 5 times, I think. I've done life tap 5 times. 5 times life tap. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so I'm going to throw this down. And this. Divine Shield, +3 health. If I have +3 health, I'll just immediately get -4 health, so I want Divine Shield. I'm going to keep... I don't think there's a significant difference between the 4-2 and the 4-2 here. Like, which one? I could have popped both of these or the other one, but... Fuck, this is insane. I'm really surprised how good this is. Wow. Guys, I unplugged my audio again. I'm the worst. That hasn't happened in a while. Okay. Interesting. What an interesting little choice that is, huh? Let's plug this in. We have highly likely lethal. I must play this one first because I do not wish to fill the board too much. Do I want another round of Divine Shields? I think it's got to be another round of Divine Shields, right? Four and 4 and 3. 4 and 4 and 5. There we go. 4 and 4 is 8 and 5 is 13. So we go pop, pop, pop. And we can pop like this, and we can go boom, boom. Still have a full board. Hey-oh! Sea Devil Stinger is much better than I would have expected. I actually thought that card was true garbage. And I mean, I don't think it's like an all-star card like Primordial Drake by any means, but... You know, I think if there's one thing that I've learned through the snarfing of stones that has existed... Icy Wiener. That name cracks me up, dude. Alright, yep, Doomguard, of course. I'd like to note that we won that while holding a Doomguard in hand. Doomguard seems like a nice refill tool. He is an aggressive deck. I think that it is very important that I play this right now. This essentially requires him to have a Rock Pool Hunter. This is going to be a very nice response in this matchup. Because he can Rock Pool and... yeah. He fucked up. This gives me a nice distribution of damage. I mean, I'm not going to quite get as much value out of the Murloc Tidecaller, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I also think I should probably not keep Soulfire. I think that was in error. It was in error. Do you really think that's the best idea? Give +2 health. That does not matter as much as being able to clear all of these things. You can hit once. I will have to trade everything away. That's fine. I did not see a way that I could have avoided trading everything away. But for him to spend 2 mana on his turn 3 is bad, right? Pretty bad.
Reporting for duty.
Fucking hurts just as much in this year as it did in years past. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god, having 2 Doomguards makes me want to vomit blood. I can't stand it. It's so bad for me. It's so horrible. Two, 4, 8, 11. 11 and 5 is 16. 16 and 4 is 21. Dirty fun, 21. Can't believe we won. 2, 4, 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 3 is 11. 11 and 5 is 16. 16 and 4 is 21. Or is 20, excuse me. And then... yes, so this is exactly what we want to do. This is, I believe, precisely what we wish to have happening to us in this modern day and age, I believe. I think this is right. I shoot like this, so we're one off, but that's okay because we're going to do this. We're going to clear. It's almost guaranteed to be an aggro deck given his early play and given the fact that he had a Grimscale Chum. I could replace one Doomguard with a Leroy, but Doomguard doesn't feel to me like it's trying to deal the burst damage. Really? Okay, yeah, I was like... Because I've seen these kinds of decks, and these kinds of decks will run N Equality or A Consecrate, but not 2, so... Yeah, I don't think the Doomguard is necessarily the finishing burst damage. It can be that, but it's like sturdy. It's just, it's a dirty, sturdy card.
Gul'dan versus my egg.
None can escape my fury.
Wolverine MTG. By the way, did you see that they are having a Magic the Gathering MMO? Kalima şok dedi. Kalima. Kalima. Magic the Gathering MMO. I know. I think many of you have heard my rantaroo about MMOs in the modern day and age, and if you haven't, here it comes. I'm going to give the very succinct version right now. I think that MMOs are some of the most interesting, fascinating things that humanity has ever created. The idea of a simulated environment that you enter into, have experiences, do activities, and grow, and it's a persistent world. That's amazing. Like, one rung down for that is what I do. Competitive games. One-on-one. Type shiatsus. What? That. I have to do this. I mean, he'll trade in there, but this is okay. This is okay. I do the one rung down, which is like the game of Hearthstone evolves and changes as people learn and develop and do more and become cool and hoobity-doo-bity-doo-ba-ba-boo-doo. I'm absolutely going to do this. Having 2 5/4s on the board is ridiculous. This doesn't even hurt that much because he needs to play a thing and have Eviscerate, and we already know what several of his cards are, so... You know, Dota continues to change and evolve, and let's not forget the Brood War's been going on for 20 years, and the gameplay's still changing and evolving and growing and building, and that's a different kind of persistence that lives in that type of competitive game. But...
Drink with me, friend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 5, 5, 5, and 6. He has 4 Fireflies in hand. Let's fuck him up, yeah. But I think that there is a fundamental issue that exists in MMOs, which is what is the content that people consume? In a competitive game, and I don't mean competitive as in like rich, deep, amazing, thousands of hours possible, I just mean in any one-on-one game. Right? Like, you could say Hearthstone is a deep game, you could say Hearthstone's a shallow game. I'm defining it as competitive because I'm playing against another person, just for clarity's sake. Competitive games, we can describe very clearly what the experience is for someone. They are making content for each other. We create tools for players to use, and the players use those tools to fucking kill each other. That is the story of a competitive game, right? It makes sense to me where the content's coming from. And there are so many competitive games that exist in the world that you have tons of reference. Shitloads of them. And there's fairly robust, high-level guiding principles if you're making a competitive game. You can say something like, create trade-offs for a player. Something that is strong in one way must be weak in another way. So, for instance, Dagger Mastery. This is something that can last several turns into the future. And it influences the board state. The Warlock hero power doesn't influence the board state, but is helpful down the road because we're drawing a card. We can describe those trade-offs. We can even go one layer deeper and say, hey, we still don't feel like there's enough rich, interesting content in this competitive game. What do? You make more axes. And by an axis, I mean a way in which something can be good and bad. Very, very simple system. In RTS games, it's a little bit flat if things just have life and deal damage. What do? We start to create damage in different ways. Damage that happens in bursts or happens slowly over time. We introduce armor to health, and we have things that can maybe pierce armor. We have light, medium, and heavy armor classes that receive and deal less damage. Priest, what do we want against Priest? We want a very aggressive opening. I'm actually chucking these back, these Malchezaars, and I don't know exactly what I think about them, but whatever. We can talk about, in a MOBA, it's boring if things just deal and receive damage, so we create things like stuns and roots and magical and physical damage, and resistance and armor and these types of things. And now once you have more axes, you can say something like Bane is a character who has very good single target disable, very weak overall damage. You can say something like that. This is a description of his axes. You can say something like Phantom Lancer can deal lots of damage, but can't really disable very well. Different axes. What is the whole point of this discussion? To note that I claim, I claim honestly quite trivially, I don't think anyone would even disagree with me or say, oh, that's fucking crazy, didn't I? It's fairly trivial to state that in competitive multiplayer games, there is a lot of understanding of how to deepen and enrich the experience. There's a lot of understanding about how to make more content. You make more content via creating tools for players, and the overall understanding of those tools is substantial. This is such an insane card. I had no idea how good this was. Okay, so we've talked about this. Why does this relate to MMOs? Because right now I feel like there are two classes of MMOs. Yep, just clean removal, great. And then he'll probably Radiant Elementaloid. Who would assume? We know exactly what type of deck he is. This is good. We don't care what gets discarded. We really don't. Totally fine. So in the MMO space, you can do... I feel like there are two approaches to the creation of content. One that is proven and one that is not really. And by proven, I mean there exists substantial evidence to show that this is good. And they are the following. You can, A, do what World of Warcraft does. Make content that is consumed just the way in a single-player game it is. We the designers, we create a whole bunch of interesting stuff to explore, and you, the consumer, should go through it a little bit at a time. Unbelievably straightforward. Completely clear. The second one that is unproven is you have some way for the people in the world to kind of make content for each other. How the fuck does that work? What are the principles of that? Like, if I said, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make EVE Online. I'm going to make EVE Online, it's going to be great. I'm going to make an EVE Online clone. I love the way that EVE Online works. I'm going to do EVE Online, but in a fantasy setting. It's going to be a fantasy, sort of third-person, over-the-shoulder thing. We're not going to reinvent the wheel in terms of classes. We're going to have warriors and sorcerers and all the usual good shit. We're going to have gnomes and elves and trolls. It's going to have castles and forests and weird monsters and demons. It's going to be archetypical fantasy, but we are going to build it upon the principle of EVE Online, where we have an economy and a living, breathing world that players influence, and that's what makes it interesting. I have thus far stated something conceptual. Oh, he has 4 health. He's invincible as far as a priest is concerned. Blam. Once I've made this particular decision, that's a goal. And the question is, what are the concrete steps in order to realize that goal? And this is something that is so key to understand, right? Like, you see this happen everywhere else in the world. This is sidebar time, sidebar. We're still going to come back to the MMO rant. Sidebar. Very often, people who give shitty advice are giving shitty advice because they're restating the goal, not stating actions to satisfy that goal. You'll see this, hell, if you tune in on Day 9 Learns Dota every Wednesday, there's a lot of people who will say things like, you need to stop being caught out of position. That's stating the goal, right? Being caught out of position, for any of you who don't know, is standing too far into a dangerous region and you get killed. I mean, that doesn't really help. That doesn't really help. It just restates the problem. It's a restatement of what's happening, right? But if you say something such as, you need to stop farming the bottom right jungle, infinitely more clear. Well, this is kind of paradoxical. I can't run down the Biofin Tidehunter due to the fact that I will fill the board up, but that's fine. I'm going to run down the Gentle Megasaur, and we're going to see what we get. Stealth plus 3 attack is looking good, Everything is good. Goodbye. It was a pleasure having you. We can pop here. Is that exactly what we want to do? We are running the risk of being in Dragonfire range, but that's still true no matter what. Let's go ahead and run it out. I think I just continue to reflood the board. Someone's not macroing well in StarCraft. You know what's not useful to say? You need a macro. You need to work on your macro. What's more useful to say is when you're in fights, you are forgetting to macro. Notice, like, it's a time and an identification, right? It's 7 and 7 and 5 is a billion. Good. And so when I relate this back to what I was saying before, about competitive multiplayer games is we can state the goal. We give tools to players, and then the players create interesting content for each other via the creation of strategies. That's the goal. What is an implementation of that? Creating more axes for players and giving them choices with trade-offs, right? That's an actionable thing. Oh, you have damage and health and your combat doesn't feel deep? Why don't you create more axes on damage and health? Have magical and physical damage. Have armor and resistance on health. Adds a little bit of complexity to it. Choices with trade-offs. And all the nuance that lies therein. Carl Drogos is 7 + 7 + 5 = 10 to the 9th. It does when Day 9's running it. Guys, I found the play. Remember, you read your build from left to right. But when I step into the MMO space and I ask myself the question, how does someone say to themselves, I want to create EVE Online but in a fantasy setting. So I want the world to be compelling and interesting as is. This guy just got very unlucky, and that sucks for him. I want to create an interesting, compelling world like EVE Online, but I want to do it in a fantasy setting. That's a goal. But what's the one layer lower commentary? What's the one layer lower? Here are actionable techniques that will help me, the designer, do a good job of satisfying that their goal. This is insane! Is it good for me to trade all these dudes in? I sure fucking think so. And there's two reasons why I find this to be of particular interest. Well, there's two reasons why this could be true. One, and I think the most important reason, right? The most important reason, remember this, put this in your head, the most important reason that this doesn't exist is because I'm an idiot and it does exist and I just didn't know that. Idiot maybe is a little bit of a too strong self-deprecating word, but, you know. What to do, what to do. It could just exist, and I just don't know any better because my life focus has been so strongly on competitive games for screw it, my whole life, right? Kind of wish I'd actually run this down 2 turns ago. I'm not sure about that. Very well. Wow, wow! I think we lost this one because of misplays revolving around the Doom Guard. I think I should have run that down much earlier. Still trying to get a stronger feel. I'm gonna do this and just see what we chuck away. Okay. Oh, where were you last turn, jerk? I'm just gonna go for face. I know that will please some of you.
Well played.
Wow, wow! Well played. I'm just gonna concede. I think that the error was being a little conservative with the Doom Guard. I think that's definitely the error. I think it's definitely the error. Should have smorked him. But yeah, I think the second one, I mean, again, first of all, could be that doing player creating content for each other stuff totally exists and I just don't know any better. But I mean, I've just seen so many attempts to do this and it backfires, right? It backfires really, really hard. I've seen people be like, hey, it's going to have an economy, and the players are going to create all their own content, and we, the developers, don't actually have to do that much, and players take one look and go, this is not as interesting as the thousands of potential hours of time I could spend in World of Warcraft. This is not as deep or as rich as EVE Online's world. And I feel like with competitive games, it's easy for me to understand what the hell I'm getting into, right? Like, I think that the creation of depth and the creation of interesting, additional, tight shit makes sense to me in those worlds. Is this the right turn 1 play? No. I think this is better. Like, I believe that in almost any type of game, there are clear avenues to create additional depth and richness and coolness. And the question is, what kind of flavor of that do you like? I mean, you've heard me talk about this before. Overwatch doesn't really grab me in the way that Dota or Hearthstone does. Is it because Overwatch is a worse game than Dota or Hearthstone? No, it's just my kind of game, right? I like strategy-y things. I like resources that I'm spending. I just like that shit, man. This is gonna be a weird turn. That sucks. Ah, God, I have a hard time predicting against these types of decks what their turns are actually going to look like. And I think that like the flavor of the type of competition is a really significant thing. Like, the fact that I'm just interested in resourcey managey kind of games makes me drawn to and interested in varied versions of that. I think off-world trading company is super cool. Phoebus says, how do you explain the success with Counter-Strike and the content, or when the content on that is slim, yet it is a competitive game? I would state very bluntly that the amount of content in Counter-Strike is gigantic. Content does not mean literal assets being placed into the game. It's how much different, interesting shit here is there to consume. We've completely lost this game, by the way. Understanding how to fight and approach that box. That one box is an hour of time of discussing that one box. That second box over there, you need to spend an hour understanding. Holy shit, really? Is this gonna work? Jesus. Trying to get used to the spray pattern of an AK at short range is like 100 hours. Trying to get used to the spray pattern of an AK at mid-range is another 100 hours. There is so much to consume as a person. There's so much mastery. I think we die unless we get Doomguard. I think it's Doomguard. Doom, you there! Doomguard or death? And so content is really, I will define content as the amount of time that it takes for someone to work their way through all that there is to experience there. Whoops. And so, you know, fuck. Well, listen, the only way we can win now is if we get a Murloc and we taunt it. Ah, shoot. Why did I get my damn wish? You know what? You know what? I live life on the edge. That sucks. I do not like these Soulfires at all. Boom, biatch. There's no way he has a Savage Roar. There's no way. It feels bad. Does not feel good at all in any way. Okay, let's make it work. Okay. Feels suboptimal. Not super feeling. Well, you know, I'm gonna play just a few more games. I think I need to be a little bit more thoughtful about Malchezaar's Imp and Soulfire. I think Soulfire, Malchezaar's Imp. Dude, Oyarli, your face gets cut in half every single time, man. That is so funny. Yeah, so, I mean, StarCraft does not actually have that many units in, say, the Terran vs. Protoss matchup that are used. It's like 4 or 5 for each side that makes up 95% of the composition.
Your soul shall be mine.
Do not keep Soulfire. Does the deck have board clear? I don't think it does, and I think that it shouldn't. I think I should just be beating ass. So would we say that there is a problematic lack of content? No, I don't really think so. I think that it's cool and interesting, as is. Just with those 5 units, because there's so much richness and depth there. No. This could be useful. Turn 6, play these two. Or play this.
You wish to live forever.
Alright.
You are not the boss of me. The boss of me.
I gotta say, that feels pretty good. Feels pretty fucking good. Feels pretty fucking good. You know, something like a Dota. How much variety can there exist? Well, he fucked up. He should not have done that in the slightest. Wow, that's actually very bad for him. How do we want to do this? I think I want to run this out right now. Just use a Shadow Word Pain on this.
Tonight.
Now, I'd assume that his pain and shame stays mainly in the plains. Nice. He's done it. Okay, let's see what happens here. Maybe we get another Silt Fin Face Fucker, or whatever his name's called. Yeah, Sea Devil Stinger. Tight. I always get the names correct in these games, you know. Alright, so we got turn 5 coming up. He's very creative with his names. Totally fine. Totally.
You have been.
Okay, we did it. So something like, you know, mid lane in Dota, are there thousands of hours of variety in Lina versus Viper in mid? I would say probably not. I really don't think that the amount of depth between Lina and Viper alone in the first 10 minutes of Dota is as rich as Zealot Dragoon Shuttle versus Tank Vulture. Against a Warlock. Malkazar's Imp. Malkazar's Imp just seems really nice, given my wish to be defensive. But I'm starting to doubt whether it's actually as good in this meta. Because, I mean, like, Malkazar's Imp is really nice versus Pirate Warriors, really nice versus Hunters, and I'm just not encountering them. I might want to cut these and the Soulfires and put something else in. Doomguard is just too powerful. Anyways. I mean, is that a rag on Dota? Is Day9 saying Dota's bad because he's fucking wrong and getting sick? No, by no means am I suggesting that. Rather, it's that I am bringing up the fact that Dota gets a lot of the richness and depth from the combinations. Or if we want to be really douchey, we can say from the combinatorics. I gotta be honest, I had no idea the plays that you could pull off with this guy. That is ridiculous. Majestic Spear says, love you day and night, but mid lane matchups are extremely complex. Majestic Spear, I think they're complex. I truly think that they're super complex. I truly do. But is the matchup of just two characters from one side as deep as, you know, like the Brood War example? I mean, I just don't think so. I just think there's literally not enough variables in that tiny constrained space. And what I'm suggesting is that that's fine. 1, 2, 3, this is 10, 13, 14. I think this is the play right here, and we're gonna make this man a little bit stronger. I think we're winning. If he Shadow Flames, then he gets to die next turn. Where's your Reno at now? Just appears to believe they are if you get a chance to talk to Sumail about it. I think that the problem is my switching of word usage is making it unclear. I'm talking about the consumption of content as I'm a person trying to sit down, have an interesting experience. There is substantial evidence, as given the fact that Brood War has been alive and successful for a really long time, that with a relatively limited amount of units, there's so many different permutations in terms of terrain and counts and current game status, economy, and all this stuff that people are interested in continuing to play through. I don't think that one person, if I said, play my game, it's Lina versus Viper mid, are you going to be interested in entertain for 10,000 hours? I just don't think that they'll be that interested in entertain. I really, truly don't. And that's not a knock on Dota. It's not to say that Dota is not an interesting or cool game. I fucked up by using the word depth because I do think that there is, like, infinite depth in a lot of these situations. And I think that for me to claim I know how deep it is wrong. Guess we... This is going to sound weird, but I think I actually keep the Soulfire because I'm against a Druid and I kind of want to blow stuff up if he gets big. Because, I mean, I'm bringing this all up in the context of where does content, where does interestingness come from in a game for a person who's just sitting down chilling? I'm Sean Plott, I want to sit down, I want to play some games, and you know what I did? I played Bristleback last night. Holy fucking shit. I didn't die no matter what. I mean, I did die, but I, like, couldn't fucking die, you know what I mean? I was, like, running away with my little Lumbertron move, like, little spikes flying out. You know what button I had to hit? No button, motherfucker. Quills just sprayed. Like, running away all stupid with my stone twiggy thing, man. Oh, God, I was indestructible. And I was playing a character I'd never played before in a matchup I'd never played before. I had never played as an offlaner against Dragon Knight in the safe lane. And it was really, really, really cool.
Let the pain speak to me.
What are you? You fucking monster. Whatever we discard is fine. I'm trying to stay as out of swipe range and have as good a board as possible. That's my goal. Ghost Arcs Sean talking so clearly and convincingly until he said stone twiggy thingy. You're wrong, you're mistaken, that's false, that's incorrect. I will now go get apple juice and swing my stone twiggy thingy. Jade fuck man? Yep, there he is. I want to do this first. If it does discard this, that's very painful for us. Very well. Gentle Megalostegolon. I want to chuck this in there. I want to do this, and then Blambity, Bloomity. You've awakened me to swootity. And all of this comes back to one core question, what we brought up all the way back about an hour ago. Did you guys hear that Wizards of the Coast has licensed Magic the Gathering to be turned into an MMO? Holy shit. And my thesis is, I can't wait, boy is that hard. And it's hard because if you try to go we the designers will make the cool content. Go down the World of Warcraft route. If you do that, I really don't know how the hell... Goodbye to both of you. I truly do not know how the hell you're supposed to make that continuously interesting. Because World of Warcraft has several thousand hours of designer-created content ahead of you. And if you're going down the EVE Online route of players are going to make interesting content for each other, and that's how it's going to be cool, I don't think that there are enough instances of that being executed successfully for me to have confidence in that. Just Spears says, haha, I forgot what started all this. This is the problem of me talking about a thing while playing the game, is like, I play the game a little bit, I come back to here, I play the game a little bit, come back to here. He's going to have to spend some resources to clear this board, man. You got a Warth? You gonna hit me with a Warth? So he's a little bit close to dead. A little bit close. We've still never played Finja once. Once this whole life. Alright, let's see if we can get something juicy here. I am going to be going for this thing here because he needs to spend considerable effort to clear this. I have an additional 4 damage here, which then puts him in range of almost anything. ShadeX91 says, it's the dev of Star Trek Online and Neverwinters. They will definitely go to player-created content room. Mostly players create scenarios for each other. And I think that, devil's in the details. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if... Look. If you say to me... If you fucking say to me... Is it better to charge the bluegill into the 2-1 now? Is that... Correctamundo? I think it actually is. I think I just need to rebuild the board. Anyways. To say player-created content will be in charge. Most social media platforms that started and failed said the same thing. The users will make the content. It's going to be user-generated content. UGC was such a huge buzzword, especially around the time that Facebook was getting big. MySpace had sold for $1 bazillion. You know, you heard it on Little Big Planet. UGC, user-generated content. However, it's for each success case of a Facebook that had user-generated content. We can maybe get another Silt Fin guy. These games are way longer than I expected. For each one success case, there's like 100 failure cases. And the question is, what is the way in which you create the environment for someone to be able to create their own content? What is the way to actually make that happen? He's also probably running the Super Strongodons. Let's do this first. Let's see what we get. Jesus, holy shit, that is an insane turn. Wow. Yeah, maybe I should have played that thing first. Jesus. Primal Fin Lookout. Nice job, dude. Holy cow. And so, you know, the question is, what is the way in which players are able to create content? For any of you who don't know about the history with Neverwinter Nights, they had these amazing modules where you could create a little scenario that would be like a 4 or 5 hour story. That was like a little mini RPG, and Neverwinter Nights 1 had such a robust community creating content around it. Fucking, that was a dirty turn. Neverwinter Nights 1 had such an incredible community creating content around it that Neverwinter Nights 2, I don't think hardly anyone modded. Well, I shouldn't say I don't think hardly anyone did. I think the Neverwinter Nights 2 modding and scenario scene was dramatically smaller than the Neverwinter Nights 1 scene.
I must protect the wild. Your soul shall be mine.
Do I even want Grimscale? Do I even want this card in this matchup? This is going to sound weird, but I think I do not want this card. Hey! Warlock Tidehunter, awesome. Shadex, I know it's the Neverwinter Nights single player game everyone else talking about as the MMO. Well, boy, do I not know anything about the Neverwinter Nights MMO. Fish 2D Face is another example along the lines of your MMO ideas. Dungeons & Dragons. Wizards gave us a system, and players created every speck of content that exists. I think D&D is a perfect example of something out of a computer game, but to adapt, or something out of... Well, I think there's just a typo or something like there, but... Do I want to hit like this? Or does he have enough ways? Because if we hit like this, he can hero power. You could also trade... I think this is better. I think this is better. I think this is better. Yeah, and I think that this is kind of... This is where I'm at when it comes to players creating the deep and rich experience for each other. I get it in a competitive game. I get it if you and I are against one another. I get exactly how that shit goes down. Totally can wrap my head around it. That would be a good play for him to clear there. Yeah, nice. So now I don't want to run this down. I want to run this down, because it will give me enough health to kill this, and then I can keep my board alive. And now he has a turn 3 that's a little rough, and I can Sea Devil Stinger him to get out a nice little swing. Whew! Dr. Death Knight says, Dan, don't forget you got apple juice. Yeah, I gotta get some fucking apple juice. You're right. I'm gonna go get my apple juice after this. Nice. Yes, I tried to clap and like messed up and flopped my little hands together. Jesus, this card is such an all-ass star, dude. An all-ass star. You know, putting ass at the suffix of a word doesn't always work, right? Like, this is a cool-ass game. Works great. This is an all-ass star. It doesn't work. It actually fails quite badly. Listen, I broke. I'm getting fucking apple juice, man. Look, I got my green power shorts on, man. Let's show me what you got. Apple juice. Apple juice. Apple juice. Love this fucking apple juice. Ah, yes. Apple juice.
So many possibilities.
Alright, we're not going to run out our Kaboom Guard. Sail. I'm going to keep each of them at 2 health. I think that's best. I can't believe we're outboarding a token druid, man. Jeez. Why is it in a glass bottle? I don't know. I'm not in charge of packaging, man. I just buy it. Come on. It's a twist off. I still use a bottle cap opener, man. Alright, let me put this on the desk. This is a nice toy for the cat. Cheers.
What to do?
Oh, yeah, it's good. Kill it. I don't give a fuck, man. Oh. Oh, that's really good. 10, 15, 16. I can put him to 5, but he'll heal at a later date. I think it's time to hit him with the You Dare Summon Me. Ship it. No way. Whew, we almost cleared the board there. That was scary, dude. This deck is fun as hell. I think Malchezaar's Emperor good keep. Listen to these ingredients. Ingredients. Pasteurized 100% pure carbonated apple juice from U.S. grown fresh apples. Vitamin C. No water, no concentrates, no sweeteners, no preservatives.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be
They literally, it's apple juice. I love this shit, man. This is some apple ass juice right here, motherfucker. Yeah, just make sure it's none of these things added. None of these things added. It's literally just squeezed apple shit, man.
I want to cast a spell.
It's me. 3 mana Sean. So this looks a little weird. This looks a little odd. I think it's okay. There's no water added. No sweeteners, none of this shit added. They literally have a man with a gigantic hand. He just takes the apple and goes, "Argh!" and he squeezes it, and as it drips down his very clearly sterilized and germ-free hand. It falls into a bucket, and from that bucket they put it in a bottle, and into that bottle it goes into my mouth. Boom! Blam! Blow! This is weird, but I think this is the best play. I could have hero powered, which would have felt passive and sad. And this is just correct. Run it right on out. 3-2 for 3. Sucks. Don't give a damn. This is going to be essential for when we start to do some clearing. He could Cabal Crystal Runner us for sure.
An incredible discovery.
The Cabal Crystal Runners, we Sea Devil do this. In this particular circumstance, we no longer have to. We can Sea Devil and Cold Light. And this is a very nice turn. It allows us to kill this while maintaining a nice little board here. I fucking love apple juice. I did not realize this, man. I eat, like, almost nothing sweet. Almost nothing sweet and sugary at all. I want to put this in the freezer and get it really cold. 10 fluid ounces of just beauty. Nutrition facts on this. Calories, parentheses, energy, 180. There's a lot of sugar in there. It's 39 grams of sugar, as it says. You fucking what, mate? This, we anticipate, is a counter spell. It's not a potion of polymorph. It's not a mere entity. Could be a mana bind. Could be a counter spell. Could be a spell bender. Very well. Give him cake. Shit. Dota 2 patches out. Man, shit. Do you want to build a day 9? Yes, I think I do. Oh my god, Silt Breaker's out, man. Fuck. What was this? From Primordial Glyph? Are you fucking kidding me? What is it with this card, huh? Oh, good! A Flame Elemental. Oh, isn't that interesting? I don't need no spells to clear this off. Oh shit, Toby Wan. Toby Wan. Who's hanging out? What's going on? I'm killing this nerd. My name is Sean. Ooh.
We have many secrets.
This looks like a secret mage that had the shittiest run out of all time.
Just like you.
What's it gonna be, friend? Gotta be a little careful that we just don't accidentally die. Want to play this one first because this can now be a mirror entity. And it's not. Let's see what we get. What's better for us? Divine Shield here. Is health better here? I'd have a 2 health. We're popping the Divine Shields no matter what. The health is... Alright. If he has Flame Strike, GG. Oh man, that's the worst card for us possible. Holy shit. Jeez Louise, man, that is savage. Is there any way to not be up against that one time? Jesus, that was... Oh my god, Psychotron! Ugh! Woo! So this is a secret control-y mage archetype. This is
I'm late.
very, very weird.
I'm late. I'm late.
Superlatively weird. So this could actually... This one could be mirror entity. These are spell-related or ice blocks. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Alright, let's kill this guy first. Let's run out this, and we'll immediately kill it. No, we won't. We'll do no such thing. We're just gonna go into the face. We have a few more turns to draw some of our substantial nerds.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
What? This deck is literally exactly halfway between the control archetype that's been getting popular. So much tide hunting! So I have to chuck both of them directly into the 5/4, which sucks, but if I don't... we just... die? Okay. I have literally no idea what we're up against. Yeah, there's two big mages right now. There's a control mage and there's a secret mage.
Gul'dan versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Your soul shall be mine.
Anyways, there's the secret heavy mage that kind of revolves around having big swings, and there's the control heavy mage. And that was weird because it was like doing a little of both. And in theory, if you are spreading yourself too thin in terms of the identity of your deck, what you wind up with is just a shitty deck. You want to have a spike of focus in your deck. This sucks a lot, actually. This is really bad for us. Woof. I feel as though I need to do that, because if he Rock Pool Hunters the 2/1, we're in bad shape. God, that last deck was so weird. it was weird to see him have all the secret components, but then also have Medivh and the 2 Fireland portals. I mean, my presumption would be that he is cutting exactly 3 cards from Secret Mage and putting those ones in. Alright, very well. Then I can run this down, and it's very hard for him to kill this. I would think, I would hope, but I don't know. God, I'm out of apple juice, man. Shit. I need to get me some 4 p.m. apple juice, dude. I literally want to go downstairs, and I want to get apple juice. I'm feeling increasingly as though my board is not as strong as I would like it to be. So if I run out the king right now... So my anticipation would be that he trades and trades and then pops. I mean, if he has a Murloc War Leader, this dies. If he has a Murloc War Leader, we're in real bad shape anyways, but, you know, let's just, think happy thoughts as we die. Woo! Pop. I think I actually want to cut the 2 Murloc Tidehunters and put in 2 Blowgale Snipers. Maybe I want to cut the Bilefin Tidehunters and put in 2 Blowgale Snipers. I think that's what I'll do. I think the 1 damage is actually super duper relevant. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's take a look at this deck. Grimscale Oracle has not done much for us. Malchezaar's Imp, I think, has been surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. I think... I can feel my heart rate increasing as a result of this apple juice, man. I can, like, feel the... blow. Do I want to have something sturdier on the low end? I mean, really, it's Flame Imp. It's Flame Imp or bust, but I think my health gets low enough anyways with this. I really only have 4 good opening draws.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul
Did I
shall
now?
be mine.
Oh, your soul shall be mine, baby. Is that weird to chuck both of those back? I thought I was drinking a Corona. Unfortunately, just apple juice. Actually, fortunately, apple juice. I like apple juice way more than I like Corona. I actually don't like Corona. You know what? Fuck Corona, man. I'm about apple juice, dude. If this guy wants to coin out a bullet, so be it. Apple juice is so much better than any Corona. Oh my god. It's disgusting.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I think that's the best, so we would assume that Sebastian is likely any mage. Doesn't even... It's completely unclear to us, actually. We have no clue. We don't know who he is, what he's doing, where he's going. We know nothing about him.
You are not the boss of me.
Ow! Corona is suing for libel. That's right, take that, Corona. I don't like your drink as much as I like apple juice. Boom.
We have many secrets.
So it's a secret mage, which means we know relatively little. Okay, let's actually run out the big boy, huh? You pop both of these in here.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
So this looks like a more traditional... Actually, we still don't really know. Oh, wait, no, he did play a Kieran Forerunner. I think this is actually fine. My presumption would be that he bangs right in here.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Bring it on. I'm starting to get the impression that maybe the Soulfire Malchezaar's Imp I want to cut. I actually think I do want a Flame Imp in there. And it might sound weird, but I think I want double Mortal Coil. I think I actually do want the double.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I think. Maybe. I mean, like, so many of these board states I'm losing because I can't stabilize. Could have been nice. I think so. I think that's what I like the most. I feel constantly in need of being able to deal a damage here or there. Oh my god, that's the worst possible outcome. Oh god. Here, you know, I'm actually going to concede, and I'm going to make that change. I don't like Malchezaar's Imp and Soulfire that much.
Well played.
Makes me feel like... I could be wrong on this. See you later, alligator. Flame Imp. Flame on. I mean, this feels weird, but I feel an immense need to deal 1 damage.
Gul'dan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
Okay. We're against the Shaman. Let's test our theory, right? Okay. Okay, in fact, the only thing we'll ever be able to do is to test our theory. Okay, there we go. Alright, show me what you got, Logic. Show me what you got, Logic, you dickhead. Maybe I should just put these in the deck, man. Could have a little pain here. Could happen. Oh my gosh, we have 2 Blowgill snipers in here too. I think we've teched this well. I think technically I should have not done this in this order, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm running 2. Sneak the extra damage in. Alright, I sense some trades in our future. Fuck. Well, we fought our damnedest. I think I just do this, right? I mean, he may bloodlust me. He had a pretty incredibly good opening though. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. All right, he needs to not have cards this game. He needs to not have any cards.
Well played.
Yeah. That was a very good run out. It's weird to me that our deck actually struggles significantly against these kinds of board control-y, aggro-y guys. Now, I'll just state for the record, I think that if we had the 1-3, we may have been in better shape. Instead of having, you know, maybe I'll cut one Flame Imp and put in another Grimscale Oracle. No, that seems bad. No, that doesn't solve my problem. That doesn't solve my problem.
Your soul shall be mine.
I think I want more active cards. Yeah, don't know what to think about that. Maybe a comeback / finisher Hellfire? I don't know. I truly don't. I truly don't. Probably after I take a little breakeroni. Here's the thing. I think that if we get to turn 4, we fucking crush it, man. We're amazing once we get to turn 4. But the problem that I'm having is in the first 3 turns. First 3 turns, right? Like, we're up against a token druid. And the question is, what is the answer that we have in the first 3 turns? I think, you know, I'm going to cut the 2 Flame Imps and put in 2 Fireflies. Actually, let me think for a moment. If I put in 2 Flame Imps... Grimscale Oracle has been an underperformer for me, for sure. Grimscale Oracle has been a severe underperformer for me. Maybe I can go back. Let's see, I've put in the Malkazars. I gotta say, I do have a certain affection for Malkazar's Imp. Well, we run too good. If we cut the 2 Mortal Coils and the 2 Flame Imps and put in... and actually cut... what else would we cut? I think this is the right time to do this. Get a really high value Murloc. This, I think, is very important given our current board. I mean, he can swippy swipe all day, all night. It's fine. What could you possibly be targeting a 1/5 with? Earthen Scale set on Delisson. Well, it's just... I think we're just gonna get poisonous. I'm feeling it. Now next turn is actually kind of gross. Kind of have a really disgusting turn. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. I think Flame Imps... do I like those more or less than I like? It's fine. Totally fine. You know, I think I actually do not like it as much. That's nasty. That's nasty as hell. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna cut the Flame Imps and put in the Elementaloids. I think that's I think it's just a really good suggestion, because I already feel a little cramped for health in the aggro matchups. Just don't think that's gonna do it, you know. Don't have enough space for the blowgill. I think this is a good board position. I mean, I could have Finjud, but I you know,
I got the best deals
I have lethal. Was there a way to do this without that? You know, I could have just not played this and just blowgilled in. That was an error. We had lethal. We just straight up misses. First time I've stated that I missed lethal before chat stated it. First time for everything, huh? Goodbye. I think that's just really good. I think that's just really good. Oh, man. This deck it's very interesting to me. It's really c'est intéressant. Très oui, monsieur. C'est intéressant. Hey, Phoebius, I'll absolutely be hosting a PC gaming show on this channel, yeah.
Gul'dan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
I think this is very clearly turn 1 play, but I don't really want the Murloc Tide Caller. I want something more sturdy. Oof. I'd really love a Blowgale Sniper right now. Okay. Okay, I think we're in business. I think I run this down first. Because if he plays something like N'Zoth's First Mate, we can just block him. Numb is dumb. Okay, man. I want this down right away to deal the damage. You know, I could probably cut one Blowgale Sniper and put back in another Bilefin. I think this is very important to do right now. To get something super sick. I think that's just too much value in one turn, so we're going to do that. Rhombus Levin says, is it sad that there is no buff in this deck, like Druid or Shaman? Not really. It plays very interestingly, because I feel myself spending a considerable amount of time planning turns, thinking this shit through. Is there any way to get around that? Nope, I think that we're just going to do our best. I really think the Sea Devil Stinger is cool. If he brawls, that's crazy, man. It's probably Armor Alley Smith. Yeah. Snorp, Gadget, Snop, Sneal. Sick. I gotta kill this now. Would not be surprised if we saw a brawl this turn. Would not be shocked, but you know, we got the D-guard. Sea Devil face fucker. Yeah. I didn't get the name right.
Out of my jungle.
It's good for us. It's good for us, yeah. What does he think is the biggest threat? I think that's not the scary one. I really think that's not. Is this best to run out right now? I'm gonna say yeah. I feel like it's close. I feel like it's very reasonable to say that playing the Doomguard there is incorrect. I lost a game previously. Doing this, I don't know. Man, I don't know, man. He really wants to take damage. He's in the mood. It's a nice outcome for him. Hey. Oh.
Pain, speak to me.
It's weird how this card keeps being relevant for me, yeah. Oh shit. I miscalculated that. No, wait, no, I could have gotten him to live, but... To the face, to the face. Hey, Sundial, happy 2-year anniversary, man. For some reason, I thought that, hey, he's definitely gonna live. There's a brawl. Man. I really wish that didn't happen so often. So I want to go for the face. Man.
I have an axe to grind.
Man.
I have an axe to grind.
Man. Okay, let's see what we get first. Fadoink. Okay, that's fairly useful. So I'm gonna hit like this. Donk. Do this thing. I mean, maybe. I mean, we'll see. I really miss my Soulfires. Raleigh, I do. Alright, I'm more than likely dead. I'm feeling dead. Woo! Man, that brawl was good for him. I'm just gonna concede. Left the dude alive, but he brawled immediately the following turn. Damn. So... So there's these guys and these guys that we put in order to fight the aggressiveness. I'm gonna do something just slightly different. Alcazar's Imp. I actually really do miss the Soulfire. But I'm gonna keep one Mortal Coil. Let's give this a shot.
Gul'dan versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Your soul shall be mine.
It's a paladin. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think I've sort of hit the end of my interestment in this particular deck archetype. I kind of want to try the discard Warlock a little bit. I mean, we went on a pretty sick streak here for a brief moment. But this was closer to the version that we went on a streak with. I might have overreacted a little bit to these losses to these super duper aggro decks, but I gotta be honest with you, I just do not think we have a good enough tool set to fight against that. Oof. I think I actually just kind of sack it, yeah? Hi, Sheriff. I'm gonna do this. Hi. Hello, Sheriff. Sheriff's like, Dad, don't play Warlock, Dad. No, Sheriff, I'm not gonna do that, sweetheart. Hello. Oh, you got your little turkey treats this morning, huh? Obviously did in the Exoutop, so that's fine. Hello. Hello. Yep, rub against the beard. Everything's okay. Everything's just fine. We got the cat dead here. So I went hit and exchange there. Yeah, I think this is the one that we want to kill. I mean, I know he'll trade right into it, but probably gonna Doomguard next turn. Yeah, yep, get in the ear, rub against the face. Okay. Yep, show me what you got. Snuggle right there.
I wonder.
Yes. Yes, hi. See, everyone wants a cat that just snuggles them, and I want you to know it's the most amazing feeling. Nothing really feels better than when this cat just so desperately wants to just love me. It's really the best. It's the greatest. She's flopping on the shoulder. Sheriff's very happy. She loves her pet human. See, look, she's starting to hang off. This is how you know when she's getting real comfy. This is how you know when she's just like, yep, we're chilling. Is this better? I think this is better. I think there's several Murlocs that help us more than the Doomguard here. There's one of them. Yes. What a good cat.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Yes. Yes, it's such a good cat. We're so fucking dead. Okay, let's go up, honey. Goodbye. Ow, you fucking asshole. Alright, is it time for some sun tanning? Suntan time. Fadonk, Bladunk, you've wakened me to think. Gentle Megalostegodon. I think we died. I think he's letting us know how dead we are. Oh, I can shoot that one. Ooh, I can't shoot that one no more. Okay, I'm conceding. Alright.
You win this time.
Guys, we're retiring the Murloc. Actually, let me clean this up a little bit. I don't want this. Don't want this. Don't want this. Morphtron. Nope. I'll keep my... The deck might have a positive win rate, but it would surprise me. Let me actually check the... It went 9-9, had a 50% win rate. Sounds about right. Still want to explore this. And what I want to do is I want to look up demons. Where... Because this says give your demons +1/+1, and there's this Lakari Fellhound that is sick. Just interests me quite a bit, you know? And it makes me wonder if that... Okay, Krell. It makes me wonder if doing something mid-rangey that has, like, 2 big dudes... Because, like, hold on, let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Here's what interested me a ton. Wait, let me go to Wild. There was this deck that Kibler deck. No, I know. So Kibler did this dragon deck that was really interesting to me. That had, let's see here, it had this, had like these guys. I think those later got cut, but it had kind of like this style setup. Actually, I'm just gonna look it up. Kibler, Dragon, Paladin. I'm just gonna show this. This is just for clarity's sake. I don't think that this is the solution, like the really good. Let's see, Nether Spite, Blackwing. Oh yeah, it had Bran. It had Bran in there. Tweezer Trace Flame. It had Rend, Blackhand. It had 2 qualities. Oops. It had 2 Wild Pyromancers. I just want to take a look at this deck once we actually get it placed. Consecration. True Silver. Dragon Consort. Ivory Knief. And had these 2 guys in it. So this was the deck that Kibler was running that was like this very mid-rangey deck, right? You were not passing a lot of turns. You were sort of like sweeping up a curve, trying to get board control. And it was really interesting to me. And I'm going to try to remember this curve, basically 6 across the board. But, you know, it had a 2-drop that was reasonable to play. Had a 3-drop that was reasonable to play. It had 2 4-drops that were reasonable, 2 5-drops that were reasonable, some responsive 6-drops, but again, 6-drops that were very reasonable to play. As well as just the usual mixture of things like True Silvers and Blackwings and Aldors in case of emergency. And so... This is interesting to me for the purpose of this Warlock that I want to build. Like, what if I just had a couple of high-end dudes and tried to have a more smooth curve that was built around the Crystal Weaver? This is sort of my thought process. And there's some interesting things where, like, well... Human Fire might not actually be so good. There's interesting things to me, like maybe we include something like this Unlicensed Apothecary. Maybe we include something like this Fellhound in here. Maybe we actually just try to run some significant tight-ass demons in there, man. Street Trickster? Come on, man. Oh, we need Clutch Mother's Office. Darkshire Librarian is nice. We're going to try to do some discard-focused stuffs. Good, good, good. Maybe a Hellfire would actually be good. Maybe Hellfire would actually be really nice here, huh? You remember this? How did that other deck work that just ran 2 Void Terrors? How the hell did that one work? Hey, HTO Mario, good to see you. Alright, let's try to stay focused on the question at hand. How the hell do we stay alive? Or because of Power Overwhelming. It's Power Overwhelming and Void Terror. Probably Soulfire, although I'm not ever really sure how to value that card. I feel like I kind of gotta chuck a Succubus in there. Well, here, like, if I'm going, like, traditional discard Warlock style, I feel like we gotta do this as well. Turn 1 just strikes me as so unbelievably important that it would be so unwise to do anything but... It would be really unwise to put Lucari in there. I mean, this is weird to say, but I'm kind of interested in Felguard. Kind of really interested in Felguard. I mean, it's cool thematically. I don't really know how to evaluate this one, but I'm kind of intrigued at trying it. Pit Lord might be good. Yeah, I mean, we can... Just some obnoxious-ass demons. Yeah, maybe like... 2 mana +2/+2 with some flexibility could actually be good. I mean, we are literally making, like, it's like an exclusively Warlock deck. Manlock! Okay, alright. Let's do it. I've never played a deck with Felguard in my life, ever. Maybe this is actually good to have one of. You know, I just kind of want to have a significant guy in there. Let's see. Summon a random minion. You discarded this game. I mean, we're kind of building up for something for a significant finisher. Right now, I'm just trying to have a little fun here, man. I'm just in the mood for some cool stuff, dude. I think I do need a few answers to the aggressive ones. Shadow Bolt might not be bad to do. Might not be bad to jam in there. Lord Jaraxxus feels a little out of place, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. This could be cool, but do I want 2 of these in there? I think some removal seems good, right? Because we're sort of like building up a big board, but the important thing is that we can continue to apply significant pressure. I think the... What about some non... Actually, what are the demons that are in... Wonderful. This was nice, and Voidwalker was a card. What are some thicker, scary dudes? In just neutral legendaries that I might be forgetting about. Do I want Leroy? I don't necessarily think so. Oh, I always forget about the damn Venture Company Mercenary. He's so sick. This is actually interesting. Stonehill Defender. Okay. Well, let's see here. What are the taunts in here? You know, maybe not a Stonehill Defender, but maybe a Tar Creeper. I think Stonehill Defender's cooler, so I'm gonna put it in. He's just fucking cool. I don't think this is necessary. Blood Fury Potion. Give something +3/+3. Meh. Stay a little bit low, huh? Shadow Bolt. I'm doing it, man. Disco Demon. Alright, let's do one game with it. One game. And Meredith says, the other day I was trying out a control-style Demon Lock with lots of removal spells like Drain Life, Feeding Time, and Shadow Bolt with Street Trickster. It was surprisingly efficient to have that spell power. I gotta say, I'm really interested in that. What's up, Gul'dan? You Ghoul man?
I am your nightmare.
Okay. Oh, I thought I clicked it. Can't believe I've done this. Well, guys, this is bad. I really need to check by that Doomguard. I cut Jiraxxus. Cut it.
Get it out! Get it out!
Discard this, please. I'd like to say for the record, shit. Fuck. Shit.
Get it out! Get it out!
Oh, get it out, get it out, get it out, baby, now.
You are not the boss of this.
Why do you call me baby now, baby? Chuck the Doomguard, chuck the Doomguard. Guys, don't you hate how every time you get on the internet to play some Hearthstone, there's just like this damn mirror matchup? Going insane, Jesus Christ. Can't believe it's like a Warlock mirror. Like, what even is, huh? Dear RN Jesus in heaven, one fucking time, please. Oh, thank God. The worst two. Those are the worst two. Really wanted those. I want to do this because I don't want a Mortal Coil. But I think that we'll actually do well when we play this and then the Crystal Weaver next turn.
My shield for Argus.
My shield for Snorgus. Okay. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this second.
Corruption. Total power.
This is an intimidating looking board. Know what I mean?
The
Okay.
truth is in here.
Nice, nice. Whoa, that got huge, dude! What the fuck?
Total corruption, total power.
Okay.
Is this really necessary?
This got big fast. Wow. This card is awesome. I love Lakari Fellhound. Harold Lucas is having a weird night tonight. Got you on one screen and UK election results on the other. Thanks for helping me keep cheered up during this tense time. Yeah, how are things going in the UK? Things in America are a little odd. Damn, dude. Jeez. Jeez. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Jeez, dude. Oh my god.
I'll find it.
I'm lucky enough. I'll get it.
Trouble now.
At any price. Job's done.
Oh my god. Well, I'm winning the mirror.
You win this time.
Okay. They're not looking great. Jesus.
Gul'dan versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, I mean, I had a lot of fun in that game, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again in this one. Do I want to run this out super quickly? I think I want to have more of a curve out. No, not gonna happen. Never ever gonna get it. Thoughts on Tar Creeper to replace Felguard? Same stat line for opponent without crystal being blown. It's certainly something I considered. I don't have a particularly powerful opinion on it. Just trying it for now because I've never run Spellguard. Or excuse me, Felguard. Spellguard. Kangar Spellguard. Well, we're going to get a lot of test runs on the Pit Lord. My thought about Felguard is it strictly bad? This is going to be a real shocker for him, huh? I'm a believer in consistency, you know what I mean? Believe in the consistency, huh? Doing it, man. Felguard is, I think, most importantly of all, a demon. It's a fucking demon, man. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Alright. Question for Day 9 TV, how lucky are you? Not very lucky. Now, is it better to have some smaller health minions? I think this is good. I'm just chucking the Pit Lord out. In my experience, Pit Lords are... What?! You can't be serious, man! He gets demon back from hallucination. Oh, crap. Well, we know that's not good.
I'm in charge now.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, baby. Welcome back. I think this is an okay play. I'm gonna play a few games with this. I'm not gonna immediately give up by any means. Bring it on. We would anticipate that he would just straight run this into the 5/5.
Fresh succumbs.
What he said.
Holy fucking shit.
You are not the boss of me.
I think we lost. Oh, God.
Amazing.
Well, I don't want to read into this too hard at this point. Because he got a Cho'Gall, and in addition to that,
I'll find it.
I mean, like, we're not actually in the worst position. I mean, okay, we're in the worst spot. Guys, good luck. Alright. Good luck. Did those spells trigger plant guy? Right here? Very well. This guy? This one? Damn. I called 2 out of 3. Oh, God. Well, I mean, there's essentially no way to win right now. I can think of one, which is that we draw Demon Fire. Okay, so now that there's one way, which is that we life tap for a Soulfire, right? Play Dialga Saran, he deserves it. He deserves it. Bop, bop, bop. So I'm going to get some water real fast. What do I really think about Felguard? I think he, I mean, I gotta say, I just think he's cool. I just think it's cool. So I'm gonna keep it. I don't give a damn. Okay, one more. Aesthetically speaking, this deck is like my primo favorito. Like, I think many of you know that black is my favorite color in Magic the Gathering because I love the idea of sacrifice for great power, right? I love that idea, like pay 2 life, draw 2 cards. I love that shit.
Versus Anduin!
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Let's see if we can actually get a Malchezaar's Imp as a turn 1 play. That would be quite powerful. Nah. No. Awaken the Makers! So I love this discard, destroy mana crystal type stuff. I just think it's so cool. I just think it's so cool. Zero says, what's your honest opinion of Yogg Day? I like to include it in certain spells, or in certain decks, and so on and so forth you're talking about. I think this is better to run out than Succubus. Doesn't feel that way anymore, though. Really doesn't feel that way. Sean, close your eyes and pretend you had a Succubus. It's just, I miss it so much. Felguard. How good is Felguard, huh? Let's destroy all these mana crystals, dude. I really want this to be a 4-5 for 3. If it was a 4-5 with taunt for 3 that destroys a guy, it'd be sick. Okay, look, I get what you're trying to tell me. This is good, because either discard is fine. This gives me some refill potential. Because we either get the big scary man on following turn. Tortola, Tortola! Lacare Fellhound. This I just think is too good at this point in time.
I'll find it.
We're only paying a little bit of the downside. I think the biggest mistake thus far this game is not running out the Succubus on turn 2. Stonehill Defender was a great suggestion. Thank you very much for that. That's really good.
Tortola, preserve us!
Just gonna keep. It's probably not good to have an easily dieable card. I'm gonna draw. It's a really good draw. Wow, this deck is cool, man. See, I just love, like, I'm paying health, and I'm blowing up mana crystals, and shit's dying. It's just tight, dude. Perfect. Perfect.
You are not the boss of me.
Summon me.
Fucking awesome. Awesome!
Out of my jungle.
Out of my... Great. Did he discover this from somewhere? Is he just like hard running it? Damn.
Why do you fall?
Pit Lord's tight. Pit Lord is tight as fuck. It's fine. It's fine. Oh shit, I'm running this card. I forgot about that. Damn. Okay, so I can deal 4 damage. I can buff for 2. How lucky am I? Not enough. I think Felguard fucking sucks, man. Why am I trying to get down in the deck? Oh, I shouldn't have Felguard in this stupid deck, man. Why am I running this card? Destroy one of your mana crystals. That's insane. That is a ridiculous idea. What is the matter with me? I'm not cutting it. What am I doing, though? Fine. You want to run your holy blow of us, man? You do it, man. You do it, man. What is this? Look how little. Too good. Summon a 3/5. Become overloaded forever! Stupid card. I'm not cutting it. I'm... Ah.
Out of my jungle.
This is, like, clearly better than anything I'm doing. Fuck, no, it's not. Did that wrong. Did that wrong. Order, guys. Order. I'm just getting excited. That's the problem. Guys, order. Order. Order in the court.
What is real?
Let's just get this out right now. If we lose this game, fucking deserved it. You know what I mean? This deck is fun. This deck is truly doing something important inside of me right now. Well, show us what's happening in there. What is it? Alright. Let's see if we can do it.
Go away.
God, that guy's tenacious. Pre-fucked stack. Huh? Watch your order again. No, I'm not gonna do that. Shrive 7762. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna watch the order. I'm not gonna do it. I constructed something special today, and you know what your story is? Let me tell you what your story is. Day9's making a discard lock work. He's making it work. That's what the story is.
Gul'dan versus Thrall.
Zapatos.
Doomhammer.
I looked at that and I read Zapotatoes. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and we're going to see. We might not run out Malchezaar's Imp right away. We might not. We're going to see what we draw. Blondie Shank says, didn't you have to pee? Yeah, I have to pee. I need to get water. I'm thirsty. I want to get coffee. I want to do a lot of things. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. It's Zapepa. Primal Fin Snorkeldon. This fucking guy. Let me show you where my heart lies. It's in the face. That hurts me really bad. Hurts me really bad, baby, now. Not the Lakari Fellhound, please. See, I need to treat this as just like things are getting chucked away. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna go down. You know what I mean? Oh, good. I figured out a way to discard this stupid idiot. I kind of think that what I need to be doing is saving Malchezaar's Imp for big draw combos. I think this is actually to be thought of as a combo deck. I think that's appropriate. All in. I think I need to think of this a little bit more combo-y and a little less board buildy-y. we expect to be out of cards and low on health a lot. Like, he's at 11. I have 1 Doomguard left. I have 2 Pit Lords, both of which are significant draws.
Why do you call?
Alright, Clutch Mother Zavas.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
When Earth moves, Imbivibur falls. You know, I think I need to cut the Flame Imps. I think the Flame Imps ain't doing me any favors. I think I need to actually have a sort of... Is that... Am I fucking full of shit? Cut the Flame Imps and put into... better defensive cards. Zurzi isn't running the quest in this deck. I actually don't think it helps that much. Let me actually try that. Let me actually try that. Is there an elemental demon in there? See, here's where my lack of understanding of my deck comes from. I don't actually know how much I need to be focusing on the early game stuffs.